Hello again, Rochester. This is Michael Wojcik with your Our Town look at what's going on at the state legislature. We've covered various local issues in previous sessions, so we're going to talk about two things today. We're going to take a brief look at some of the bills that are being carried by local representatives. We're also going to do a bit of a deep dive into what is the Page Amendment and what would it mean for public education. Irrespective of your personal politics or position on any particular issue, it's important that we all have access to see what's going on at our state legislature. And to the credit of the legislature, the website provides a number of good tools for finding out what various elected officials are submitting in terms of bills, what their votes are, what they're supporting. And I use that tool as an opportunity to take a look at what the six folks who represent parts of Rochester might be up to. Now, I looked at who was the chief author on various bills, which is one way of doing it, but you don't have to be a chief author to be able to be supporting something. Additionally, you can get lost a little bit in terms of the numbers of bills that have been introduced, because you'll see that the number of bills that Rochester folks are chief authors on varies quite widely, but that doesn't necessarily mean a reflection of the work being done. It's just a number that's representative of the bills they are the chief author on. As of the time of this recording, Representative Pearson has been the chief author on 4 bills. One of the key ones that stood out to me is he is the chief author on a bill that would allow local governments to engage in public-private partnerships, which is something that we've been looking for the ability to do locally for some period of time. Representative Liebling has been the chief author on 23 bills, and she is the chief author on the bill that would help Olmsted County with their bonding request for a recycling and sorting facility to better improve our waste streams here. Representative Liz Bolden, as of the time of this recording, has been the chief author on 31 bills, and one of her key bills would take care of the dredging and cleanup and environmental remediation at Silver Lake, turning that into a more of a environmentally friendly community asset. And Representative Quam has been the chief author on 63 bills, and he is the chief author on the bill that would address building a full interchange at the intersection of 60th Avenue West and Highway 14. As you would expect on the Senate side, with fewer senators, they tend to introduce more bills. Senator Senjum has been the chief author on 94 bills. One of them that caught my attention was a bill that would allow for bonding to help with urban reforestation projects, which is something Rochester's been working on for more than a decade. Additionally, Senator Carla Nelson has been the chief author on 116 bills, and she is supporting a bill that would allow cities of the first class to impose ordinance for land dedication, largely parkland dedication, which helps ensure new developments come with new green space as well. I have been particularly interested in what's known as the Page Amendment. I've been reading a lot about it, and I was curious what our Constitution actually says about education in Minnesota. And if you actually go to Article 13, which is miscellaneous subjects, Section 1 and 2 speak to public education, but it starts out very briefly: the stability of a republican form of government depending mainly upon the intelligence of the people. It is the duty of the legislature to establish a general and uniform system of public schools. It lays it out pretty clearly that this is a priority for the state. What the Page Amendment would do is specifically articulate that all children have the right to a quality education, and furthermore, it is a paramount duty of the state to ensure quality public schools that fulfill this fundamental right. Additional language was also added that made it quite clear that this does not infringe upon a parent's ability to choose alternate schools such as religious education or homeschooling. Because this is a constitutional amendment, the legislature can only pass this on to the people of Minnesota to vote for in the next election. They have the ultimate decision. What's unique about this conversation is this doesn't break down traditional partisan lines. There are prominent Democrats and Republicans both supporting and opposing this initiative. Same can be said for business organizations and other types of think tanks. So I look forward to seeing where this goes in this particular session. I look forward to keeping you up to date on these issues in future sessions.
Funding for this program is provided in part by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.